Welcome back to Saxthorpe Farm. Now we've got an early start this morning. We've been baling quite late into the night last night and collecting. So you'll see we've got ourselves a new old looking Heston baler. I'd forgotten quite how intricate the noises were. I've been playing with headphones off just for a little bit. You'll see we've also got ourselves a Heath Super Chaser for picking up these bad boy bales, as I did check, and the trailer that we've got doesn't support this bale type. I did try and look to see whether or not I could get it to, or add them to it, and it's a little bit beyond my capability. So yeah, we've gone with the Heath Super Chaser, or the Super Chaser as it shall now be known. We've got quite a few stacks. I had to I've had to rebuild one already just because I got a little bit close when reversing in. So yes, good old super strength was required for that. So the plan today, get this hay done. We need to spray our oat field with some herbicide. Got the corn finished off, got that rolled, so that's all done. So everything is in the ground. So we're going to do the hay, we're going to clear the field, spray the other one, and then potentially we're going to do a little bit of slurry slash manure spreading, because the manure is full, so, and the slurry not far behind it, so we don't want that to affect the cows' health. Cows have been fed, as have the sheeps. So yeah, it's been rather a busy hour or so setting up, but yes, so all good. Right, we'll push on, do a bit more. It moves at a reasonable rate, and the fact that they're bigger bales, well, they feel like bigger bales. They're not massive, but it is, yeah, I'm liking the choice. But yeah, all good. Right, in fact, I think they're actually the same literage, but nah, never mind. Something a bit different, isn't it? Right, let me push on. I'll be back in a little bit. Well, we're nearly done, and the thing I like about this baler is it's got quite a decent, not as decent as the quick bale, but it's got a decent pickup width, and if you're relatively, what would the word be, I guess, precise, and follow the middle of the swath, then you do catch most of it. And I think it's only where you're slightly off of a perfect like 90 degrees angle that it starts to miss little bits like we've got here. But I'm trying to get most of everything up, just because it looks a lot neater is my argument. Just there's the odd little bit, but you know, I ran the windrower quite close, or overlapped the field boundary quite a lot, because I was quite aware that the tedder this time had flicked everything quite into the headland. So we've got most of everything there now, so that's good. Last few little bits, and we are done. So pick up. We will spin round and drop that one there. He says, come on. Not had any problems so far with them. Lovely. I do like this baler. They are nice. Good mod. It's a good mod. Right, so let's park this somewhere out of the way for now. Now, I also have bought 2 full loads, so 80,000 litres of the Deutsche grain grist, because we were very, very low. So, done that, took the money out, job's a good one. So, we need this bad boy now. So, engine on. No, no, thank you. Lower that down. Lower that down. There we go. I should have had a look how many bales I've actually made, but never mind. Now a slight right turn. There we go. I do like these super chasers. Once you get used to the keybinds and what everything needs to do, and you have to press, or I have to press V twice for some reason. There we go. Kiss that. Get it lined up. They are very cool. I like them a lot. Only hold 10 bales, but for what we're doing, it's no real problem. So, get that folded back in. Like so. We'll go and see if we can drop these off without ruining the rest of the stack. But it's looking relatively neat if you squint. Right. So let's get backed up into the shed, not over there. Trust this to go wrong now. I'm actually recording it. Start that manoeuvre again. For some reason today my wheel is you know, bad workman blames his tools. My wheel is very, very stiff. I'm not sure if there's an update needed with the old Logitech G-Hub or whatever it is, but something's not quite right. So we'll get that sort of square-ish. Not going overly close. That should be enough. There. There we go. Pull forward. And lower it down. And then it's pretty much rinse and repeat, really. Well, I apologise. I did film that last clip, and I hadn't noticed that OBS had, in fact, reported an error. So I apologise. What was I saying? So, I like these because they're quick. Was effectively what I'd said. And I see the Heston balers quite a bit. I've seen them on a couple of the fields around here and followed a few, and they are massive things. The chasers I've seen from a distance. But yeah, I really like them. I like them. I think for me as well, they're just because they're like a square shape. They're just that little bit easier to handle. It's probably not actually any different, but yeah, I like it, and it's a different bit of kit to use. So, I think what the plan is gonna be is to get this dropped off, not ruin everything that we've done so far. There we go. We will find a home for the chaser because we're very quickly running out of shed space. So what we can do now is if we go like that on the old joystick, that'll bring that in, and it might quite nicely tuck in this corner, I think. Just have to remember where we've put it for next time. So I am going to grab the John Deere, I think. We will get that attached to the slurry tank. Because, no. Let's think about this. We're going to want to do the manure first. So let's move this to a bit of an open space. We'll get ourselves a manure spreader in a little bit. We'll spray the herbicide first using the John Deere. And then come back and we'll sling some muck, I think. So I'll get the narrows, or narrow tyres, put on the John Deere. And I'll see you in the field. So we are just riding along, making sure that course plate does its thing, and it is. That's good. As I thought, it's just such a slow process, and I'd rather be flinging manure. So we should now be able to, haha, here we go. Right, let's go like that. And then this, and what I want to do is purchase the rollers, and then we'll find ourselves a manure spreader. So, ooh, 20,000. See that? It's lovely looking. It don't hold enough. It doesn't hold enough. Now, what have we got? We've got Samson 22, 25, Samson 30, all the Stroutman 34,000, and it takes 300 horsepower, which we can do. We don't want to plate. Thank you. And we will buy you. And then we'll just have a quick look. 348. Lovely. Now, the other thing I want to do is we look at the hours on this. Let's just wait for that to detach. There we go. If we look at the hours on the voucher, 56.3. So it is time to give this one a little bit of fuel, and then we're going to give it a major service. So this is a mod by TW Productions. So it's about time we know. Well, I noticed. Oh, what I was doing? I think I was doing the baling. I noticed. I thought, ooh. So when I left the game, let's just come out of that a second. Turn the engine off. You wouldn't service a tractor with the engine running, would you? So yeah, when I came out of the game to get the Super Chaser, well, yeah, we'll stick that in now. So we'll repair the weight, just because we can, and we can service the voucher for 6,558. We'll repair it. Next service advised at 49 hours. Oh, in 49 hours. Got ya. Like it. So, that's that done. Everything's looking hunky-dory. So, we'll put that back on the baler. And I'll put the baler away later on. There we go. After we've given everything a bit of a clean, most likely. There we go. Engine off. Right, let's find ourselves the weight for this bad boy. I can't remember where I've left it. I'm assuming it is in here. Haha. There we go. Super. Right, we'll get filled up with manure. I'm not sure how far it's going to go, but we've got 100,000 litres of manure. We've got 170-something thousand litres of slurry. So we should, hopefully, be able to give both the grass fields a good coating with some free fertiliser. They're just approaching the end of the first headland, and alright, we're putting down a decent layer of manure, but it's not quite as much using as much as I thought it would, to be fair. Interesting that we still get that weird line down the field with the precision farming sort of nitrogen map. There we go. Let's bring that across there. Go to the end. 92 degrees, lovely angle to be working at. It doesn't matter. And I know, as soon as I turned on the muck spreader, I was like, you're breaking your own rule. And if you know and you don't know what the rule is, it's not really a rule. It's more of a nod to realism, I suppose you'd say. So I remember watching it would have been a Tom Pemberton video. Months, if not, well, probably years ago, a year or so ago now. And he was saying about putting manure and putting slurry down, and his logic was that you wouldn't put manure down when you're imminently going to cut, because it wouldn't have broken down in time. So I was like, okay, it's kind of it's a fair point. You know, you don't want the cows to be ingesting it back in the system. So yeah, I had said, right, well, if we'll do manure spreading at like the end of the season sort of thing, but no, I haven't paid attention to my own nod to realisms. Realisms? My own nods to realism. But never mind. It don't matter much. It's going to be a month or so before we can get this cut again anyway, so no real problem. Right, we'll head now across that way. It's actually going quite far, which is good. And I'm gonna hazard a guess that we have probably got enough, I think, to do this field, which is good. Because then hopefully we can do slurry on the other one and not have to outlay any money on solid fert, which is good. So we will crack on, and I'll see you in a little bit, probably, and we've refilled again. They're all refilled, and what I do want to do is just have a quick... We've got another... near enough a full load left, which is good. We should, fingers crossed, get the field done with that, I reckon. So we can turn around, turn it off. Don't want to waste any. Do love VCA. Just, you know, the simplicity of it. So, hopefully, fingers crossed, by the time you watch this video, there will be a community multiplayer server live. Now, that's a fingers crossed. There's a bit of work to do. Marnix has been fantastic. So we will be using his map Klein Friesland. Friesland? Probably butchered that name. Sorry, buddy. But yeah, that's the plan. We're going to use that. We're just getting set up on there at the minute. you will need to be in my Discord to use it, and not just newbies. You need to have been there for a bit, so it'll be open to members, so Patreons, YouTube channel members, all that good stuff as a priority, I guess. But yeah, if you fancy joining, make yourself active in the Discord. It's not the busiest of Discords anyway, so that won't take a lot. But yeah, that's going to be the sort of only real caveat, I'll say, to using it, is it won't just be a willy-nilly open server. I don't think that's a good plan at all. But yes, hopefully it should be live, and the details will be in Discord, or in Discord, in a channel on Discord. That sounds better, doesn't it? So we've got what, half a pass left after this one. I think we've got absolutely plenty, and it's given it a good thick covering, which is what we want. It's nice to actually, it's quite a quick process, really. Oh, we can put our foot down a little bit to get to this bit. There we go. Superb. That's that one ticked off. How long has the herbicide spraying got left? 21-ish minutes, so that's fine. We getting everything? We are. Spin around, you can just about see where we've been. Lovely. Right. One field done. We'll what will we do? Yeah, we'll refill. We'll use what we've got, and then it's done. It's emptied, and we can then use the slurry to finish off what we can't do with the manure. So filled up with the remainder of the manure, and I think we probably end up. I reckon we'll get this passed about halfway through the next one, maybe. Although saying that, it's going at a decent. Going at a decent rate, to be fair. Who knows? It doesn't matter, does it? In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. So I'm thinking, and I'm not sure now. Let's get that spun round behind the hedge. How long we need to actually hang around. So get that on. We've got the herbicide that's been sorted in field 26. I think we can quite easily move probably most of the way through June. Oh no, actually, saying that, yes, we can. July, when everything kicks off. So, yeah, I mean, we'll get through. Need to just double check the cornfields when they germinate, because they'll probably have weeds. So that'll be one job to do, but I might try and do that off camera. So we might end up being very, very close to harvest time, I think, which would be good. Now, I've seen on Facebook, makes me, whatever. There's a CR11 that's been, is it the CR11, the new one? Combine, New Holland. Which I've seen about, and I had a look on it, but I couldn't see it, so I'm assuming it's on another site, or I don't know. I haven't properly looked for it, but that, I mean, it does look nice. Not saying we'll get it, because Not a fan of the less than official sites is probably the way to put it. Right, that can live there. Let's spin this around and reverse back. Now the old wheel's gone. I don't know what's up with it today. Very, very odd. Let's get that attached. Did I leave any in it? I did. I'm sure that's done the tanker a world of good. Sitting in there for however long it's been. Right, where did we get to? So, if we go this way, get unfolded. So, yeah, I was hoping. I was like, oh, have I missed that on the model? But no. No, unfortunately not. Now, if we just put on that. What? Why? Why would you go over there? 81 degrees were we before? Something like that. That might do it there, to be fair. Turn it on, lower it down, and off we go. Ah, lovely. Did I just see it pop up? Yes, it's popped up there. The herbicide spraying is done, which is good. So yeah, going back to what I was saying, it'd be nice to have a new combine, but I don't know what we go for, is my only sort of issue, I guess you'd say. I mean, there's plenty of choice. We've had Lexians before though, and I think I do quite like the New Hollands. We've done X9s in the past. Maybe we just stick with what we've got, probably. I think I say this every harvest, don't I? Should we get a new combine? And they never do. It might be worth running 2. Don't know. The next app was fun. What was, you know, what's the takeoff of the next sat? That was fun, but we won't be getting that again, I don't think. We'll see how we get on. What I'm getting at is, it won't be long before we get to harvest. I'll probably try and get through to at least the middle of June. So at least we've got, if we can get a cut off the new field of grass, then we'll do that for silage. Get the weed spraying done. And then, yeah. What I do want to just double check is, yeah, we need to be able to sell the soybeans. Potatoes, we're all right, we're not selling them. We got rid of everything else, didn't we? So yeah, just make sure we're going to have plenty of space in the silo when the time comes. And I think we should be fine. So, yeah. Won't be long now. We'll be dragging the combine out of the shed. Need to decide whether we're going to forage all of the cornfields or whether we're going to leave some of them to make, you know, to do harvest normally. We haven't really got into the bunker yet, but saying that, we're down to about 5 grass silage bales now. So it won't be long before we need to start feeding the maize silage, which is fine. We'll just follow the same process that we did with the whole crop. Load up a trailer, dump it in the cows. Job is a good one. So Yeah, we'll need to put down a bunker for the sugar beets. But I think we should be able to squeeze one in next to the potato bunker. That should work. And then, yeah. Clothing is just running away neatly. I suppose it is quite neat clothing. Nicely in the background. We'll come back and get that patch there in a minute. And yeah, we're just good to crack on now through the rest of the weeks, days, months. So that's one thing with playing Terra Life Plus is it's weeks. You know, not necessarily days. And I know you could say that this is a week, effectively. Each day is a week, maybe. But, yeah. Oh, I know what I mean, anyway. Right. Let's get this last little bit. Yeah. Get that there like that. Lovely. Get that folded up and put away. And we're done for the day. And the episode. So thank you all very, very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, leave us a like. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.